Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have a Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger review for you today. This is Zyuoh the Light, which is Zyuoh the World's Changer. As you can see, it resembles a flashlight. It has a cube in the middle which spins around so he can take on his various forms. Does come with a tiny little figure, just like the Zyuoh Changer came with the 5 little figures, so there's a little black figure there. Taking a look at the top, it shows you the 3 forms: crocodile, rhinos, and wolf. So there you have that. On the bottom, you have a nice picture of each 3 of the forms. I think that's pretty nice. I think it's cool how in crocodile mode, the kind of mouth plate goes up about halfway and has some jaws underneath. And then, obviously, this is for rhino mode. And then for wolf mode, the rhino part kind of lifts up. So I think it's pretty neat engineering how they got the helmet to work. It's 3 separate pieces. I think that's pretty cool. On this side, you have a cool picture. On this side, you got kind of the way the packaging's been with the heads of the different animals. And then here on the back, you know, just kind of shows you there's a light for each one, the cube, a little preview of the other cubes that are coming out here. You got crocodile, wolf, and rhino cube. They do combine together, which this makes sounds for. And then it shows you some other stuff down here. So we will get this out of the packaging and we will take a closer look. Alright, so here it is out of the packaging. Real quick, I'll just get this guy out of the way. He's nothing special. It's really hard to make out the detailing, but there is some detailing carved into his chest. I mean, it's really hard to see in person, let alone on camera. You can kind of see the molding in his helmet. There's no paint, just a solid piece of black plastic. But it's cool. It'll go with the ones that came with the Zyuoh Changer, so that's kind of neat. So I'm just going to put him off to the side. That's really all there is to him. This thing is really cool. I like it a lot. I think something might be wrong with the electronics in mine. They work, but over time the sound starts to get a little scratchy, and I hope that's just mine. I don't think that's a major problem. But when I looked at the box for mine, for some reason it came with 2 sets of instructions, and one side has 1 piece of tape, and the other side has like 2 or 3 pieces of tape. So I almost feel like the one I got was opened previously, and then somehow got an extra set of instructions. But I feel like it had to be quality control at the factory, because this just came out. I mean, I ordered it from Hobby Link. I immediately had it in my private warehouse, and I immediately shipped it. So I don't think they did anything, because they wouldn't have had time. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope it holds up over time. It should at least get through this review, so we'll check it out. But it does take 2 AAA batteries that go right here in the handle of the flashlight. The on and off button is right here, and then the speaker is right here, right, below the cube. So as you can see here on the side, you have kind of a wolf head, you have kind of a croc head, and then the top is the rhino. This does light up. It doesn't project on the wall like a bat signal. I kind of was hoping it would. It just lights up depending on what cube's on the top. So as you can see there, you have a cube with all 3. You have a croc cube, a rhino cube, and a wolf cube. All very cool. I love the stickers on all of those. I think they look great. Then you just have this red stripe here, and you can see it kind of completes the arrow on the side of the cube. Very cool. Button on the bottom, which is what you kind of press to activate all the sounds. So it's very simplistic, but it has a lot of playability, and it's really cool. So let's get to it. Gonna go ahead, pop it on. So I'm sure my lights are gonna go crazy during this whole thing. I'll show you the lights once, just kind of cycling through, because they don't change. They really just light up and show what's inside, kind of like you just saw. So if I turn this, you can see the wolf, and if I press the button, and the light kind of pulses. So that's how you initiate the morphing sequence, basically, for lack of a better term, the change. The directions say press the button once, then change to the cube you want, and then press it again. But you kind of don't have to press it the first time. You just, like you saw or heard there, it automatically says the world, which is, what he's called, and then it waits for you to choose a form, and then you just hit the button again. So I will go ahead and do that. The music it plays for the standby music is really awesome. So if I just... Alright, so that kind of gets it going, and then you go ahead and choose which one you want, but again, the light will pulsate on whichever one you're on. So there's Rhino, there's Crocodile, this is the all three, and then Wolf again. So I was wrong, you do have to press the button once to get it in this standby mode. So we'll just do Wolf first. So as you can see, the lights don't really change, they just kind of pulsate. So now he's in wolf form. If you hit it again, so I think it's cool you get some animal sounds with the different forms as well. So now he's in rhino form, and then try it again. So there is a little bit more color to the light than is actually kind of coming through. The colors do kind of match the colors on the blocks. I love the way it says Crocodile. I don't know why, I just love it. If you go ahead and you try it on the one that's all three, as you can hear, it doesn't really change to anything. It just kind of makes some generic sounds. If you hit it twice is how he calls the different cubes. So if I hit it twice, so I'm going to stop showing the light from now on because it's making my lights a little weird and it really just pulsates. There's nothing new. So anyway, you heard there that he calls the Croc Cube. So I love when he calls Cube Rhino because it kind of has that big rig honking sound. And if you've seen the pictures of the Cube, Cube Rhino is like a giant flatbed carrier. So I think that's really awesome. Going to go ahead and do Wolf. So there you kind of hear the wolf running and then he howls. The sounds are really, really cool. If you do all three, so it just kind of calls all three at once. And then again, the light will pulsate. So that's pretty cool. I like how he calls the cubes. You can either call them individually or you can call all three. Alright, so the next thing you can do is the combination. And that's going to be 3 pushes. So if you go ahead and do... So you can kind of hear mine starting to get a little gravelly. I'm not really sure why. So basically, doesn't really matter what cube you start on. If you do the 3 and then you have to scroll around till you get to this one, it has the 3 combined. Now, once those 3 are combined, if you do it again, then you cycle back through again. So it sounds like all the cubes combined is going to be called Wild Tosai King, which sounds pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. They have basically 9 cubes, and I believe 4 of the exclamation point weapon cubes. So you have Kirin, Mogra, Kuma, and I missed the last one. I can do it again. Oh, it goes back. So I think that says Tosai Joe when it combines just the 3 of them. Like I said, I don't know why. It's only for the 3 pushes that it seems to get kind of crackly. I don't know if it's because whatever part of the circuit board has that stuff stored in doesn't like that sound. I don't know. It's weird. So if I do it again. Oh, still waiting for it to turn off. What is it doing? All right. So that's interesting. Just kind of froze on me there. Don't love that. And my button doesn't work anymore, so that's cool. Okay. So unfortunately, as you can see, mine kind of died on the table here. It's weird. It definitely, like, I tried 2 new sets of batteries, and you put the batteries in. It's almost like it overheats. Like, if you let it sit for a little bit, it'll work for a minute or 2, and then it just kind of, the sound gets scratchy, and then the button on the back stops responding, and it's just a bummer. So, I don't know. I'm going to see if I can do anything with it, or maybe just buy a second one. I'll have to see how it goes. I like the toy. I highly recommend it as long as you get one that works. I don't know what the rate of this happening is. I mean, I buy a lot of toys from Japan, and this is the first time it's ever happened, so I guess I had a pretty good run. It was bound to happen sometime. I mean, stuff just happens, but I like the toy. I think it's a really cool toy. I like the design of it. I like the cube in the middle. Luckily, I was able to pretty much get all the sounds out of it for you guys before it died. The 3-button push, first it will combine the 3 of them, and then if you do it a second time, it will combine all of the cubes. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, you have the light, you have the cube, it goes around, you have 4 different projections in the light. Well, it doesn't project, but 4 different symbols in the light for it to light up. It pulsates, it plays sounds. I love the cubes, all the designs are very cool. Just cross your fingers that you get one that works. I think mine's just a fluke, I really do. I mean, stuff happens. My buddy Shuken Shinobi kind of had a similar deal with the original Zyuoh changer. So I guess Sentai changers just right now are a little unlucky, but if you can get one that works, I definitely recommend it. I think it's a fun toy. It comes with a little figure, which is neat. And I love the design of it. I really do. I think the functionality is there. The sounds are fun. The light's fun. The design is really cool. I just happened to get a bum one. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Zyuoh the Light from Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger, and thanks for watching.